So good morning, good morning, good morning boys and girls. So good morning boys and girls. It is 7 AM and I'm ready. The beast is ready. She's all lubed up on the chain. Very dirty. She's a dirty Bertie, but yeah, I'm ready. And it's so peaceful. I thought I'd set off pretty early because we got banging weather, and yeah, I got speaking with the host's wife last night, and because she's a doctor and she was away, etc., and she's saying the traffic's pretty heavy. So it's a Saturday today, which I planned to go home yesterday but wanted the extra day, so I'm not quite sure what the traffic's going to be like, but ultimately I don't care because I'm on my beasts. I'm on my S1000RR, and for all I care, it can take me 3 weeks to get home on this. And that's one thing about when you're venturing home on a motorcycle, if you're touring, is you're looking forward to the ride home in comparison to if you're actually driving your car. Like, you're like, oh god, I've got to drive 5 hours or whatever it is. But on a bike, it's like, well, actually, I might take a detour. I might actually spend an extra couple of hours on it. And that's one of the benefits of going far, far away on your motorbike, is that you look forward to going home. I mean, not literally going home. I mean, I love Cornwall and I want to stay here, to be honest. I don't want to go home, but just the journey of going home on the bike, like, you really like look forward to it, or I was anyway, because, you know, at the end of the day I'm like, right, well, I'm going to be spending an extra sort of, well, it says today 6.5 hours on the sat nav. It's coming here, it said 5.5. So, you know, 6.5 hours. I'm probably going to take a detour, which is going to be a couple of hours, I think. My friend Dave, who I met yesterday, which was in the part 3 road trip to Newquay, has gave me some, or he sent me a map with like 7 stops on, heading down to Exeter from Newquay, or Padstow, where I'm staying, which is near Newquay. So yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to the journey home. And look at this, like, look at this weather. Look, there isn't a cloud in the sky. The only thing that I'm quite regretful of is that I didn't stay an extra day, but it's a bittersweet end, dear Cornwall, today. It's a bittersweet end, but I will be back. I'm actually thinking of spending quite a considerable amount of time here. I'm already planning, particularly in the summer, how I can get down here on, say, like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and then go home on a Sunday, you know, working around work, because, you know, as long as I've got an internet connection and a laptop, then I'm able to work from anywhere. And the thing with this place is, like, for me, I'm a seaside boy. I need to live next to the seaside, and this is the sea here, the water is absolutely beautiful, perfect for surfing. And I would definitely, if I was here, like finishing work at 5, or even first thing in the morning, getting down to like the beach with sunrise and hitting some waves, for me is just ideal. And plus the ambience of being around here. So like when I finish work at, say, 5 or 6 o'clock and I'm in like Essex, where I live, like, you know, you go out on your motorbike and people just want to knock you off it. Like, there's this kind of how can I put it, there's this kind of tension around Essex, particularly with the COVID-19 situation. A lot of people are rather tense, and is it to do with the COVID-19? Probably not. I don't think it is. I just think, you know, people around Essex and London, I don't know, I'm from there. Look, I'm not going to say anything bad about them. I just guess, you know, it's horses for courses, as they say. And if you live around that ring road, the M25, and London, which is in the centre of that, if you live within that ring road, you know, you'll probably know what I mean. And particularly over the last few years, like I've noticed it get a lot busier. And you know, I've been working in London since I was 24, 23, 24, so what's that, near enough 15 years, and I've seen it busier. I've seen it get busier on the trains pre-COVID-19, and also where I live on the roads. That's one thing, the roads in Essex, like where I'm from, like Southend, and you know, in London, I mean, it's just not enjoyable really, in comparison to Cornwall. And that's what I mean. If at the end of the day, once I finish work, if I can finish work and, you know, get on these roads even on my motorbike, because that's how I decompress a lot of the time. Like when I finish work, particularly in the summer months, I'll go out on my bike. And if I'm on these beautiful roads around these beautiful Cornish people, i.e. Dave, you who I met yesterday, you are stunning, then you know what, that is better time spent for me. So yeah, Cornwall, I will be seeing you very soon, my friend. So I've got to make a fuel stop. I've got a range of 78 miles, which is not going to get me back home, obviously. And there's not many petrol stations open, believe it or not. It's like 7 o'clock, and there isn't, well, 7:20 now. There isn't many petrol stations open at all. So I've had to sort of go out a little bit, about 5 miles from where I'm staying, to fuel up, to put some fuel into the beast, and then I am gonna go to McDonald's and be a fatty chatty. I'm gonna be a fatty little person, a fatty doodah dog. I'm gonna slap a big sausage in me, a big fat McSausage breakfast. I mean, you can't go wrong with a McDonald's breakfast when you're on the road on your bike, can you? You know, just a big sausage McMuffin right in your face with a coffee, with this weather, with this bike. Like, I'm smiling and laughing and giggling to myself like a little child. Like a little child who's going to be getting his sweeties or his sausage McMuffin. I don't know if you can see that as well. Like, this is how comfortable this bike is. I know it's probably not the right way to ride, but like, I've got cruise control on it. My torso is in like a vertical position, and I'm just like got my hands on my tank bag, like no hands, and I'm so comfy. Like, I'm just having a little gaze on the horizon there, as you can see the sunrise hitting the hills. But this bike is, again, so comfy. Just for FYI, for your information there, sir, it is, that's one thing I'll say about this bike, and I obviously haven't finished the trip on her yet, so, you know, if you're listening, my S1000RR, don't give up on me just yet. Keep going, but yeah, this bike has been absolutely perfect. Like, you couldn't ask for a better touring sports bike, which obviously it's not designed to be a touring sports bike, and I don't think there's any such thing, to be honest. Well, you can get a sports tourer obviously, but you know, you get my point. But ultimately this is just, and that's why I'm on that subject. That's another concern for me around getting the new S1000RR, which, as you know, if you follow my channel, you know I was originally going to buy that and test ride it and so on, but because of shortages or some bullshit, and I wanted to get it, well, new, if not with a couple of 100 miles on her. That wasn't an option for me a couple of months ago when I bought this, and I just thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to get this, save myself, well, I think it was about £7,000, which is a lot of money by anyone's books. And when I was riding this, I was like just blown away by it, blown away by how comfortable it was. And I knew instantly when I test rode it that I could tour on it just because of the comfortability factor. And yeah, I kind of sort of writ off the new RR for the time being. I was like, well, you know what, that gives me something else to look forward to, getting the new RR. And while I've got this, I'm thoroughly enjoying this bike. It is the best bike I've ever had. Not as though that you haven't heard that from me before, boys and girls. You know that I love my little motorcycle, my little beastie weastie. But yeah, I'm gonna pay for some fuel. Oh, look at you. I'll be back in a minute, darling. And that's the thing, when you look back at this bike, you're like, that's mad. That be my beast. She be my beast. She be my beast. No, yes, open. Right, so, breakfast. What can I get to throw down me? I don't fancy eating, to be honest, at the moment. Fancy some fizzy water. And a cup of coffee, I think. Good TV being in a wild bean. I wonder who made that name up. Wild bean. You have a wild bean, darling. Like, interesting name. What should we call our cafe? Coffee Express, Coffee Go Go, or Wild Bean? Right. Hello. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Hi, buddy. Morning. Oh, I feel as though I'm the only person in Cornwall at the moment. It's so peaceful, and that's one of the beautiful things about getting up at the crack of your dawn's crack, is because yeah, there's just nobody on the road. It's kind of, I guess, the locals or even holiday makers are like, you know what, it's a Saturday, so screw this, I'm going to stay in bed and just fart under my blankets. God, I talk so much crap, and I guess as you guys are getting to know me a little bit better, if you're following my channel, you know, I do talk a lot of nonsense. But yeah, that's just the type of guy I am, I guess. And love me or hate me, I'm a bit like Marmite. But ultimately, guys, I'm gonna skip going to McDonald's. I think I'm just gonna get a coffee down me, bottle of water. I've got a full tank of fuel. Dave, if you're watching this video, bud, I'm gonna follow your route that you sent me via email yesterday. And yeah, go down to Exeter, and then from Exeter head back home. So I'm still sort of heading east towards my hometown, my village, where the other people be. And yeah, I'm just going to make boring viewing for you guys. I might put a couple of clips in, one or two, of some of the scenic routes that I see, but otherwise, yeah, I'll see you on the other side.
I know we're acting stupid, we're being dumb, maybe just a little bit foolish, but I feel so young. Just go a little crazy and lose it. I don't care if we're dumb, it's the only way we know how to do it. I feel so young. I know we're acting stupid, maybe just a little bit foolish.
So I am back in Southend-on-Sea, where I live, and my brain isn't working. I'm very tired because I was up editing yesterday's footage until like 1 o'clock this morning. I didn't get in till late because I was seeing Dave, and then I ended up going to the pub for some food. Bumped into these really cool guys and just started chatting with them, and then yeah, didn't get in till late. Wanted to edit the footage, so my memory card was clear for today so I could record it. And yeah, I'm knackered, basically. I am knackered, but in a good knackered. And I don't know if you know the type of knackered where like you're tired but you're a happy tired, and that's me. And there's my neighbour, who's inevitably going to speak with me. He's a nice man. Hello John, how are you? And yeah, that's me, guys. I'm done. I'm home. That's the journey complete. She's been amazing. best part of, I don't know, 800 miles. I think that's a lie. Maybe 600-700 miles, maybe. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. If you like the content, consider to give it a little thumbs up, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Hey, Jonathan, you being good?